guys, it's Miss Kirk. I'm so excited to be back here with you today for another lesson, so let's get started. To begin, we'll start with one of our deep breathing techniques. So go ahead and make your way into that crisscross with your back straight, strong mountain pose in this seated position. Remember, in our seated mountain pose, our head is reaching towards the sky. We're our strong, proud self, ready to make it an awesome day. Today we are going to do some of our, we're going to start with our balloon breath, and then we're going to go into a different breathing technique. So to begin, place your hands on your belly and we'll do a couple of those deep balloon breaths, breathing in, filling that belly with air, and then breathing out. Breathing in and out. One last one, biggest one yet, really filling that balloon full of air. Breathe in and then breathe out. Very good. Now we'll do just a couple of our dragon breath breathing to kind of wake our body up and get our body moving too. So remember, in our dragon breath breathing, we take our hands, put our fingers together like this, place our hands right underneath our chin, and we're going to bring our elbows all the way up to the ceiling as we stretch our back. Let's try that together. Breathe in and out. Very good. Really try to stretch your back. Your eyes go towards the sky or towards the ceiling to really start waking up those back muscles, getting your body moving a little bit. Let's try that again. Breathe in and out. Very good. One more. Breathe in. Hold it there. Stretch your back and then breathe out. Very good. Remember, you can do your balloon breath or your dragon breath breathing anywhere, not just when you're here with us. I love both of those. Balloon breath is so easy to do anywhere. I love the dragon breath because I love that stretch through my back. I love how it makes my neck feel. We spend a lot of time looking down on our phone or on our tablet. So giving our neck a chance to look up feels really good, and it's really good for those back, neck muscles. Great job, guys. Well, let's get started on our lesson for today. Today we are going to be talking about something called growth mindset. Can you say that with me? Growth mindset. Maybe you've heard that word before, those words, it's two words. Maybe you've heard them before from your teacher or maybe a parent or a grandparent, or maybe you've never heard them before. Either way, it's totally okay because we're going to be learning about it today. And to help us learn, I have a book I wanted to share with you. And this is called The Thing Lou Couldn't Do. We'll read this together and then we'll talk more about growth mindset. The Thing Lou Couldn't Do. This is Lou. Lou and her friends are brave adventurers. They run faster than airplanes. They build mighty fortresses. They rescue wild animals. Lou is pretty sure she's going to be a deep sea diver when she grows up. Or maybe a race car driver. Or maybe a pirate. Let's play pirates. Yeah, we just need a ship. Up there, the tree can be our ship. Lou's looking at the tree like, I can't get up there. That can't be our ship. This is new. Lou has never climbed a tree before. It will be an adventure, says her friend. Lou does love adventures, but this adventure is up. She likes adventures to be down. Can you guess what Lou is afraid of? She's afraid of heights. She doesn't want to climb that big, tall tree because it's up and she likes to be down. Lou suggests a not up a tree game, but her friends have made up their minds. She'll be there in just a minute. She just needs to change her shoes first. So her friends go on. Come on, Lou. Last one up has to walk the plank. If you can see Lou's face, she looks pretty worried. In Captain Lou's Skullbuckle's opinion, the couch makes a fantastic pirate ship. But her mom disagrees. It's a beautiful day. Go outside and play with your friends, said Mom. Fine, but her first mate is coming too. Her first mate's her little kitty cat. Ahoy! Arg, mateys! They're still up there, said Lou. All of her friends are up in the tree. Her and her first matey, the cat, are down here. Lou tells them that her arm is sore, and anyway, the cat needs a walk. Also, she read once that you shouldn't climb so soon after eating. Oh, come on, said her friends. But there are so many reasons not to try climbing up that tall tree. I stepped on a slug this morning, and his funeral is in 5 minutes, said Lou. I just found out that I'm part fish and I need water to survive. So if you'll excuse me, I'll be in the bathtub for the rest of my life, said Lou. That asteroid is heading right for us. Run, said Lou. My tummy hurts. I think I need to sit down, said Lou. What is she doing? Is she making up excuses? Yeah, she doesn't want to go up the tree. She doesn't think she can do it, so she's making up all sorts of excuses, like a slug funeral. I can't climb the tree, said Lou. We'll show you how, said her friends. She wishes her friends would just leave her alone. She is fine down here. Besides, she doesn't even want to climb. What is so great about climbing trees anyway? I can see all the way to the North Pole from here, said her friend. That the treasure is that way, said another friend. Arg, said her other friend. Do you think they're having fun up there? Yeah, they're having a blast up in the tree in their pirate ship. Oh, said Lou, that does look pretty great. If only I could climb trees. Her cat climbed up. Lou says, you're a show-off. Cat says, meow. Maybe she can get up there without climbing. There must be a lot of other ways to get up a tree. Could I use a trampoline? Thought Lou. Just bouncing on the trampoline to try to get up the tree. Or a pole vault. Long pole. She can vault herself up there. Ooh, a helicopter, thought Lou. Sadly, helicopters are hard to come by. Well, we're all under attack. All hands on deck, her friends yelled. It's a call for help. Shiver me timbers. Those scallywags need a captain. It's time for Captain Lou Skullbuckle to climb aboard. All right, here she goes. The pirate captain has faced some pretty scary things. Sea monsters, hurricanes, even a super bad brain freeze. And now Captain Lou Skullbuckle is going to do the scariest thing of all. She's going to climb this tree. Here she goes. Arr, arr. She must be nearly there. Huh. Did she make it very far? Thud. She knew it. She can't climb. Are you okay? Asked her friends. Meow, asked the cat. After all, Lou loves an adventure. Is she trying again? She still hasn't made it very far, but she's trying, isn't she? Very good. So this story was called The Thing Lou Couldn't Do. And when we started, I said we were going to be talking about a thing called growth mindset. And what growth mindset is it tells us that there are all sorts of things we can't do right now. Just like Lou couldn't climb the tree at first. She was having a really hard time. She was scared, she was nervous, she was worried. And even once she started, it was really hard for her. But what growth mindset tells us is that there are lots of things we can't do, but we need to add a word onto the end. We can't do them yet. Can you say that word with me? Yet. Yeah, growth mindset tells us that sure, there's some things that we can't just automatically know how to do, but if we add this little 3-letter word onto the end, it reminds us that if we work hard, if we keep practicing, and if we persevere, we can do those things. We just can't do them yet. So this is a really important word. It's just 3 letters, Y-E-T, yet. But when we add that on to sentences that talk about things we can't do, it reminds us that someday we'll be able to do them. We just can't do them yet. And that's called having a growth mindset. If we were to say, nope, can't do it and we'll never be able to, that's not a growth mindset. That's called a fixed mindset. That means your mindset's not changing and you're not learning new things because you just think that if you don't know how to do it now, you'll never know how. But a growth mindset allows us to learn all sorts of new things because it reminds us that even if we can't do it yet, we'll be able to do it someday. So what I like to do is I like to put some of the things that I want to do someday on sticky notes. So if you have any sticky notes like this at home, you could do this too. I like to use sticky notes because then I can stick them to the walls in my house, or I use these a lot in my office at school to remind me of things that I can't do yet, but that if I keep trying, I'll be able to do them someday. So if you have any sticky notes, grab them and think of some things that maybe you don't know how to do yet, but you don't know how to do them today. That will give you some goals of things you could work on. If you don't have sticky notes like these, that's totally fine too. You can just write it on a piece of paper. You can write it anywhere. It's just a list for you to think of things you can't do yet, but that you want to work on. Just like Lou wants to work on learning how to climb a tree, there's probably something you are hoping to accomplish soon. I'll give you some of my ideas and then I hope that you'll think of some too. One that I wrote was, I'm in school right now. I'm back in college getting another degree so that I can teach school counselors how to be school counselors. It's called a PhD degree, and so I have not finished that yet. I have not done it yet. It's a really hard school and it takes a long time, and sometimes it feels like I might never get done. But I know that I'm not done now, but I will be someday. I'm not done yet, but I will be. So finishing my PhD is a big yet for me. So I'm going to put it right there because I haven't done it yet, but I know I will. Another one for me is I really want to learn how to play tennis better. I play tennis sometimes for fun, but I'm not very good yet. But I know if I keep practicing, I'll get better. And I think that's a really fun sport. So playing tennis is on my yet list. Can't do it very well yet, but I know if I keep practicing, I will get better. Another one I put on my list is yoga. Sometimes I teach you guys yoga and I love doing yoga, but I'm always learning. I'm always getting better. I'm not perfect, that's for sure. So it's on my yet list too, because I can keep practicing. I'm not perfect yet. I'll never be perfect, but I could keep practicing and get better and better at yoga. And I know that I will if I remember that I may not be there yet, but I will be if I keep working. So those are a few of my goals that I know I can keep working on with a growth mindset, but I hope you can think of some too. Think for a minute, maybe touch your brain or close your eyes and think of something that you can't do yet, but you hope to do someday. Maybe you're learning how to ride a bike without training wheels. Maybe you can't do it yet, but you're learning. Or maybe multiplication is really, really hard and it seems like you'll never get it. But you will someday if you remember that you don't know it yet, but you will learn. What else could you add to your yet list? Reading chapter books? Learning about science? Or maybe you don't know how to do a cartwheel yet, but you hope to learn in gymnastics. Or maybe you have a goal for a sport you play. If you play soccer or basketball or baseball or football, maybe you have a goal that you haven't accomplished yet, but you know if you keep a growth mindset, you will. Think of some yets for your list. And if you have sticky notes, write them down on those. Or if you have a piece of paper, you can just write them down. And remember, just like Lou, we can't do everything we want to do right now. But if we keep a growth mindset, someday we will, just not quite yet. Very good. I love that story because it's even important for adults to remember that we're never going to know how to do something right away. If it's brand new, we have to practice. And that's why the power of yet is so important. Before we leave today, I have a quick mindful moment that I wanted to share with you all. This is called Everything Changes. And I thought it was perfect as we talk about our growth mindset because that changes too. We said we'll get better at things if we keep practicing. So as long as we're patient, those changes can lead to really good things. I also wanted to share this one because I know a lot of us are going through a lot of changes right now. So I thought this was the perfect thing to end our lesson with today. So if you want, you may close your eyes during this or just look down towards the ground. But either way, make sure you come back to that crisscross if you got into a comfortable position during our lesson. Come back to that crisscross, ready to finish up with our mindful moment. So with your eyes closed or focused on something in front of you, listen to my words as I read them aloud. Have you ever noticed that things change every day? For example, the weather. Have you noticed that most days it's a little different than the day before? I know this morning I woke up and it was raining. Yesterday it was sunny outside. Or perhaps you've noticed that a tree has a new bud or a flower, or maybe a flower has even begun to wilt. Or have you noticed that your toenails are longer than they were last week? Or maybe you noticed a new student has joined your class. Some changes are really big and some changes are small. You might feel happy about some changes and you might feel sad about other changes. That's okay. That's normal. Look around you and find one thing that has stayed the same. Think about it in your head. Maybe it's the people in your house. Maybe you notice that the weather is similar as yesterday. But think of something that has stayed the same. And now think of something else that has changed. Maybe a bird was outside the window and now it flew away. It changed. Either way, think of something that has stayed the same and something that has changed. If you really pay attention, you'll notice that lots of things stay the same and lots of things change. Sometimes they're really big things and sometimes they're smaller things. Sometimes they might make you feel excited and joyful, like learning a new task. Do you think Glue will feel pretty excited and joyful when she gets up the tree? Yeah, that's a happy change. But maybe some changes that you're experiencing make you feel sad or worried or upset. But remember, that's always okay too. The important thing is that we begin to notice these changes, notice how they make us feel. And if they make you feel sad or worried or upset, remember there's an adult around that can help you with those feelings. They're probably feeling the same way too, and they're happy to talk to you about that. So as we end, think about something that has stayed the same, something that has changed. Maybe later today you can tell someone about those things you notice staying the same or changing. Or maybe you could draw a picture of them. Either way, think about those things as you go throughout your day and think about how they make you feel. Before we end, I want to do one last deep breath, filling our body with that good, positive air, ready to make it a wonderful rest of the day, ready to make it a day full of changes, of course, but hopefully some positive ones. A day full of remembering that even if you can't do something yet, with a growth mindset, you'll be able to do it someday. So before we end, take your arms, breathe in a big deep breath, reaching your arms up overhead. Breathing in all that positivity and love that surrounds you. And as we breathe out anything that makes you feel sad, anything negative, filling your body with that good air, ready to make it an awesome day. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Remember, do something to fill someone's bucket today and every day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.